Chris? Sorry, Ethan.
You might be wondering how we got here.
And that's why it was the best thing that she was blind.
Papa Smurf, 110% a demon lord.
So guys, after seeing the trailer, what do you think about the RE series now?
It looked pretty terrible in my opinion.
Dude, it's literally Resident Evil's just worse, dude.
Yeah. No. Oh.
It's just that playing Resident Evil, and even thinking about Resident Evil, makes me regret residing in a house.
And that's why I just don't believe that Resident Evil has enough women protagonists.
Like,
What?
like, listen, the thing is, Resident Evil makes me want to die. Doom Eternal makes me want to die, come back to life, and rip apart some demons.
And those demons are Resident Evil.
PC, Xbox, PlayStation, Switch. Why all the ports? Why is it ported to so many things?
Walker, just go die.
That it has the word evil. Doom is Christian. Kill demons.
I'll give you that the movies were pretty decent for video game movies, but the games themselves, trash.
What? No.
I need some freaking clothes. The Resident Evil series. I'm pretty sure we all know what this series is. What is considered the father of the horror video game genre and has inspired multiple horror games to this day. And has a movie series. They made 6 of them! But Resident Evil wasn't the original horror game. 4 years before Resident Evil, a game by the company Infogrames made Alone in the Dark, which followed the same style that Resident Evil would make popular. It's a simple case, really. Resident Evil didn't exactly make the horror genre, but it did make it popular. I mean, the original Resident Evil on the PlayStation sold over 2 million copies. So, where did Capcom go from here?
Jesus Christ.
So in 1998, they released Resident Evil 2. It was initially released for the PlayStation, but was then ported to the N64, most likely due to the popularity at the time. A Sega Saturn port was in development for a while, but due to technical difficulties, it was cancelled.
You do not hesitate.
And so in 2019, Capcom re-released the game with a new coat of paint, if you know what I mean. They did a remake. The remake is what I'll be looking at, as it has more modernized graphics and gameplay. And also Leon in the remake is better looking on the eyes than him looking like the inside of a pizza roll. When you press start, you get the chance to either play as Leon Kennedy or Claire Redfield. By the way, if you haven't noticed already, but Claire is the sister of Chris Redfield, one of the playable main characters from the first game. So I pick my character, Burger. I have Silent Hill Origins flashbacks, then Leon.
No one's around. That's weird. You alright?
What's up, guys? Lojaw here, back on the Legend of Steve.
I'll be back.
Now we have completed the villager trading quest.
In the back of the gas station, we encounter our first zombie, which of course, when it comes to Resident Evil 2, I'm a headshot master. Shortly after, the gas station is overrun by more zombies. We arrive in Raccoon City.
Sucky, sucky, fucky, fucky, one ton, Hong Kong, Hong Kong, one ton, Hong Kong, one time, one time, one time, let me long time, feet of my long slong.
Then Leon does his best Tom Cruise impression. And we make it to the police station.
There has to be someone here. Not good.
David! Marvin! You there? I found a way out! It's in here! Send reinforcements! East hallway!
Then we meet Marvin.
Thanks. Marvin Browner. Leon Kennedy.
Of course the black dude dies first. And now our goal is to escape the police station and also escape the city. So now that we're at the main part of the game, how about we get into gameplay mechanics? In Resident Evil 2, you acquire quite the arsenal of weapons. You get your basic pistols. In Leon's story, you get the Matilda, and in Claire's story, you get the SLS-60 revolver. You also get your jumbo damage weapon. Leon gets a basic shotgun, but in Claire's story, you get a grenade launcher. You also get a special weapon in the game. In Leon's story, you get the Magnum, and in Claire's story, you get a submachine gun. And then you have your other jumbo weapons, the flamethrower and the spark gun. You also get sub-weapons in the game. The gimmick of these weapons are, you can use them as actual weapons, or you can use them to stop zombies from biting you. Kind of like the dagger or the taser from the original RE game. There's the knife, the flashbang, then the one that's the most like an actual weapon, a grenade. You can also obtain upgrades for your weapons. Now of course, these weapons would be useless if there's nothing to use them on. I mean, fire's fun and all, but it's not fun if there's nothing to burn. That's why we have enemies. You got the little guys who are easy to kill but will hoard you. We got the lickers who are fast. We got our classic zombie dogs, not hard to kill at all, but they are fast. There's also the tyrant boss, in which we fight 3 times in total and fight 4 times in Claire's run. You got your G adults, still don't know what the G stands for. Stands for grab. Then you got the Vine guys, and I'm not talking about King Batch. That should be all of the enemies. Doesn't really sound like that big of a roster. Let's just cut to the chase. Mr. X, he's dormant for the most of the time you're in the police station. Just when you think you're safe, he's there. When you complete a mission, he's waiting for you at the corner. Anyway, There's also a middle point in both stories, in which you play as different characters. In Leon's, you play as Ada, an FBI agent looking for the virus. And in Claire's, you play as Sherry, a little girl looking for her parents. They both control differently, especially Sherry, as in that segment, you have to sneak around away from Sheriff Irons. Also, I forgot to mention, we get chased by a giant crocodile. We get to the lab and find the G virus, after Ada doesn't social distance, and after encounters with Annette Birkin, who is the mother of Sherry and a scientist who worked alongside her husband, William, for Umbrella. Plot twist, the tyrant monster is Annette's husband.
Good God, William.
Also, Ada isn't working for the FBI.
She claims you're not FBI.
Oh, Leon. Why couldn't you just hand over the sample? Take care of yourself, Leon.
No!
Oh no, Ada's dead. I can't believe it. She was such a nice woman. She was too young. We then have a final fight with Mr. X, which in Claire's story is it's the tyrant.
Can't believe I actually miss her.
So that's the game. And I have to say, Resident Evil 2 is probably one of the best games I've ever played. It's probably my favorite Resident Evil game, to be honest. Heck, I even got the platinum. Well, done with that. Now onto Resident Evil 3. But I have some time to kill. I mean, there's a note on the box that says not to review it until this day. It's kind of weird. Oh, there's also another note inside. Yeah, sounds about right.